Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Mark Ramone here with Mark Sherry and our special guest, Rees Shad. And you just heard Peter Halperin with One Man's Poison, and we started off with Seth Glier, The Next Right Thing. Let's go to Peter Halperin from the Berkshire County, One Man's Poison.
So Peter was, I think, originally a New Haven guy. I know he was in Amherst for a while, psychologist, and he and I met through the Folk Alliance. He is now out in Martha's Vineyard, but I'm pretty sure this record happened before he made that move. And a really, really talented and lovely guy. Also, by the way, doing radio shows out of a barn he has out there on the vineyard now. But just, I mean, that voice, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I really like that vocal style that he has. Yeah, absolutely. And the fiddle in this is also excellent.
Right? And he outdoes me on the guitar collecting, which is, hard to do. I got to tell you, between you, me, and the lamppost, I have a closet full of guitars that my wife doesn't know about yet. Peter, just whenever I go to visit him, he pulls something else out of the closet where you're like, what? What are you playing? It's just like really beautiful, beautiful jazz, especially jazz. He's a great jazz pianist and jazz guitarist as well. But first and foremost, it's that voice. And he, of course, that's his song. He wrote that. He's just, yeah, he's a wonderful talent.
Yeah, and the point of the song is cool, how, people react differently to things. There's no hard, fast rules. One man's poison is another man's pill. So,
Oh, and he was a professional psychologist for years and years and years. I think it comes out through those lyrics.
yeah. So we started out with a tune by Seth Glier, The Next Right Thing. Seth has done so many great tunes. He's such a great artist. What made you pick this one?
Because he's a man I love to hate. The guy he's a soulful son of a what's it, man. Can he sing or what?
Yeah.
And like we worked together. Well, I met him first through Ellis Paul's New England songwriting retreat, which I went to a few years back. And we then ended up working on something we'll hear later on in the show. We, I guess, formed a kind of makeshift band called Raise the Vibration to record a Keb Mo song. He came up here and he is also, besides being a great pianist and a great producer of music, and he's a great audio engineer, he's like the king of the prepared piano. I mean, not since John Cage have I seen somebody put weird things into their piano and then play it and make it sound still really cool. So like that intro is all prep piano stuff. When he was up here, it was like watching Keith Jarrett play. He was leaning into the piano and dampening the strings, but only certain strings while he was playing it. Like he's masterful. Masterful.
Can you tell our listeners a little bit about what you mean by prepared piano?
So a prepared piano is something that, you'll take your grandmother's upright and you'll go in there and you'll put felt between some of the strings to dampen them so they've got more of a muffled tone. Sometimes people will put like pens and pieces of string and cutlery, into these things, and it just ends up causing the piano to have all these unusual harmonics will happen.
Wow.
And Seth, like it isn't just kind of an experiment where he just stuffs things and sees he knows the piano so well that he understands how to manipulate those tones. Yeah. Yet another person I'm introducing you to today that I think is brilliant, and he is. Seth Glier's wonderful.
That's great. So, what do we have for our next block?
Okay, this is going to be fun. So first off, we're going to hear Misty Blues with their tune Battle Cry. And that's going to be followed up by my friend Sky Smeed with his song North Shore Trail.
All right. Well, let's hear The Battle Cry by Misty Blues.